James London, thank you for joining me today. This wine is next from the producer Finca de los Padrillos. Now this is a Malbec from Mendoza, a 2019 vintage. Stay tuned and I'll tell you more about this wine. So what I like about this wine label is it matches my sweater, actually the other way around. No, it's not exactly the same color, but I think it's a really nice non-traditional label because of the colorization. I haven't seen very many in this very nice baby blue, almost aquamarine color. And I think it really is a present for the eyes, and it's nice to see, and it's really going to, I think, talk about the wine in terms of the characterization that you're going to get from this wine. So first of all, let me show you the label. Now you're going to see these are the Padrillos, and the Padrillos are going to be stallions. And Ernesto Catena, this is his label, very well-known producer. Of course, I reviewed his wines. Now this is another project of the Catena family and 2019 vintage. And here's a back label. I'll read you a bit of the copy on the back. So on the back label here, it says, for Padrillos, the copy is, imagine a wild of stallions galloping over smooth white hills, their black coats reflecting the light of the moon. And so I think this image is something that Ernesto Catena is bringing out to our attention and talking about this wine itself in terms of his love for stallions. He owns 30 of them, retired polo ponies that are on his ranch, and I think it's a really nice image. It's a nice showing his passion and love for what he's doing in terms of both, you know, the stallions itself, but also the wine. And so to me, this is really expressive and beautiful. So this is not a wine that's overly extracted. I think it's really letting the fruit speak for itself, but in a balanced manner. And I think it's a really nice way of thinking about, you know, this wine for maybe even starting before you even serve food, or maybe it's going to be your starter course, charcuterie and cheeses, or maybe it's going to be your second course. By the way, it's a $13.99 suggested retail price point. I think to me that's an outstanding price point. So when I think of a lot of wines from Argentina have inched up in terms of, say, pricing over the years. So this is a nice stable price point to enjoy, and definitely a Monday, Tuesday, and any day of the week wine, but one that you can enjoy and not feeling like you've spent so much money on your wine and maybe at the sacrifice of food. But to me, I think this is really an expressive, beautiful wine. So 13.5% ABV, which also represents to me an ability to taste the fruit and not to taste only the alcohol characterization. So this wine has some oak aging on it, which is oak barrels of 225 liter format for 6 months, 50% French, 50% American, neutral oak, 40% second and third use oak. And so this is coming from the Uco and North Valley in Argentina. And to me, this just really sings praises of beautiful wines that I think are really important to be tasting. So when I'm tasting Argentina Malbecs, they all taste different, right? And that's just based on, you know, the producer and their style and what they're doing in vinification, which, you know, goes a long way to, you know, either creating a balanced wine or maybe creating something that's specifically designed for a specific consumer palate. But to me, I think this is really appreciable on all palates. So the nose is very clean, very fresh, notes of blackberry notes, blueberry, dried wood, as well as rose petal. And next is a palate characterization. Now the colorization is absolutely beautiful in this wine, mid-garnet colorization. So being 100% Malbec, it stands on its own nicely without any additional Bordeaux support. And I think to me this is really expressive and beautiful. So palate characterization is blackberry confit, white pepper notes, bay leaf, and cocoa powder. This wine is 93 points out of 100 points. So down below you're going to find several things going on. One is to subscribe. If you've already done so, thank you so much. 2, give a like. I'd really appreciate that. Number 3, more information on this producer. And 4, you can ask your questions and give your comments down below, as well as the social medias that I'm on that you're probably on as well, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and WordPress. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Share this video, and I will see you in the next video. Santé.